Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Ladies Listen Up. What is your relationship with your money? Wow, we have been going full steam ahead, learning different lessons and just bringing out some things that we already know and we kind of push to the back burner or back of our mind and we don't really apply. So, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this information with somebody else. Make sure that you're subscribed. Hit that real subscribe button. Hope everybody is doing well today. Well, we're on the countdown to the holiday, right? To Christmas, right? And everybody's out doing their things, right? Wait, before we get started, mug of the day says dashing through the snow. And what do we mean? It's dashing through the snow, right? Man, that means it doesn't even feel actually like the holidays anymore. I don't know. Somebody told me, girl, because it's just you gotten older. That's why. Well, maybe that's it. Or maybe I started thinking a little differently about the holidays and about my money, right? When I'm talking about building asset classes and building a diverse asset portfolio that's going to, give me back systematic cash flow. Maybe, when folks say that, maybe think about this. Are we just sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? What is that? That's insanity. Let's go on over to Grandma's Cookie Jar Secrets today, and maybe she can give us some wisdom out of this cookie jar that's going to help us to do better. All righty. Stop wishing and start doing. We're going to leave it right there today. Stop wishing and start doing. Let's see what Grandma's Cookie Jar now. What does that mean? See, oftentimes we have a goal and we have a, set of things that we are looking to, what are our goals accomplished, and we don't execute. So stop. What did it say? It said stop wishing and start doing. So today's topic, not a very sexy topic, but a necessary one. The challenge is to stop doing what poor people do. Ooh, kind of a stinger, huh? And what do I mean by that? And what is that? What does poor mean? One of the things it means passing over opportunity repeatedly. Because we have the opportunity every single day to get up and make a decision as to what we're going to do with our money. And especially around the holiday seasons when we are using our credit cards, majority of us, using our credit cards in order to, buy gifts and, for the one day. So everybody is happy on that day, right? But do we think about the ramifications of what happens when we buy all of these gifts? I know years and years ago when my eldest daughter, who's now 35, 35, when she was about 6 years old, the Christmas, I hope no children are watching, so, but the whole thing about Christmas just didn't feel right to me anymore, right? It was like, I don't understand. I'm just doing what I saw my parents doing. That's buying all of these bunch of Christmas gifts. And don't get me wrong, I was grateful, but all these Christmas gifts and then figuring out how they're going to pay for them or figuring out credit cards. And we already know if you're not paying your credit card off at the end of the month, then you're incurring interest on that, and then interest on top of that interest the next month. So we get all the way down to November, and we're still paying for last year's Christmas, getting rid of the toys to make room for the next Christmas, right? So I think we can do things a little bit more wise. So what I mean by that too? Well, sometimes we use purchasing as retail therapy, but we're using our credit card, right? And not paying it off at the end of the month. Let's go to the next thing that keep us being not financially well, right? Unhealthy financially. Distractions. When you're looking to do something or you're looking to make, let's the other day when I talked about twisting my knee one way and my ankle the other way. Now, that could have been a distraction to stop me from making the salve, right? And I needed to make the salve. So if I let that distraction stop me, then, I would have put it off and put it off. And that's what got me in that condition by not using it because I use it every day. That's what got me in that condition because I kept putting it off for something else. Something comes up. The phone rings. You get mail. You get an email. Something happens in our family, and all of these different, distractions that keep us from focusing on our money and focusing on our portfolio. Because oftentimes, if you just take 12 months and say, I'm going to focus on one thing, one part of our portfolio, right? We're talking about, an LLC. We're talking about a like a PAM account versus a savings account, right? Because we want a nice return on our investment every week, right? Or we're talking about a product, like we just talked about the product, or we're talking about establishing our will or creating a trust. If we just focus on that one thing, get that done, checkbox, let that start doing what it do, then go to the next thing, right? But distractions will come and have 12 years go by, 24 years go by, right? 50 years go by. I look back and I said, oh my God, what happened to my 20s and my 30s and my 40s? And we're going to stop it right there, right? What happened to all of those years and what have I accomplished? I'm so grateful, though, that I have three beautiful children and eight amazing grandchildren. And I am just so excited about that. But then when you look up, all of those years have passed and we just took 12 months out of that and focused on our finances. Think about how different we would be, a different place we would be, right? Or a different place we would be in right now, because money is a defense and a shield. And I know oftentimes talking about we're upset about, not being where we want to be, especially at this time of year. People are getting depressed, things are happening, and oh my God, I am not making light of being depressed or anxiety or or any of these things. This is one of those times of year that I really, really like to press upon everybody to take our mind off of the stuff in the retail and all of those distractions and put our mind on something that's going to help us have more peace. And when you have your money together, that gives you peace. When you have, more months than money, that's a stress on our emotional system, right? So find a program, find a system. If it's a smart money circle, join us. If it's not, find a system that's going to help you to create that peace, right? Health and wealth, they go hand in hand, okay? Keeping up with the Joneses. Woo wee. If we could stop doing that, how many times do we compare ourselves with what somebody else have, or a car that somebody else have, or a hat, or a pair of shoes, or what have you? And a little healthy competition is fine, but when we comparing ourselves to other people, again, that pulls on our health, right? Because we think we have to. Oh, I just have to. She just have this, and I have to have that. Or he has this, not. No. What is it that you want? Again, we talked about our handy books. And I have another one here for y'all. Yes, yes, yes. I'm organizing myself. Just like I'm talking to everybody else, this one says inspirational journal, right? And so this is one that I work with as far as putting everything into order. So now I know where all of my books are, what's in each one of those books and what color those books are. Yes, I do. I have tons of them, but they all have either projects or grateful, like I talked about my grateful journal. I talked about those things, and we are coming up. I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk to you all about it. How to organize that journal. We are going to make sure that we put that information into the description and send you over to one of the new channels that is going to help you to get organized this year and help us with personal and professional development. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait to share that with you. Okay, now let's get back to the things that keep us in a poor mindset, right? And poor financially. Okay, getting stuck when something doesn't work. Woo, that's a big one. That's a big one. And you will hear people talk about that all the time. There's something that you'll be working on, and maybe for some reason that didn't work. And it's okay that that didn't work. Move on to the next thing. See, I'm cleric personality, very literal, cleric personality first, then melancholy. And when you talk about personality types, talk about money, a shark, right? Ooh wee, that's a whole lot going on in this creative head, right? And I'm a right brain creative. So my goodness, that's a lot. But you know what? When you learn your personality types, when you learn, all about yourself, then you can really see what it is, what makes me tick. So it's good to take those personality assessments and say, what makes me tick? 2023, I'm going to take time out and I'm going to understand who I am. I'm going to understand what I want. I'm going to understand what direction I want to go in, put the steps together, and I'm going to keep watching these podcasts so I can make sure that I get there, right? And that we get there together. So don't get stuck when something doesn't work. Because if that happened to me, man, I'm telling you, I'll be sitting somewhere on a rock twiddling my thumbs right now, right? So don't get stuck. If it doesn't work, scrap it, find something else, because what you learned in that experience is a lesson that's going to help you. So you're going to pull from that experience later on when something else comes up. You're saying, wow, I'm so glad that I did that, because now I understand how this works. Or wait, I used to think that I wasn't very technologically savvy, and sometimes that's still not my strong suit because I'm right brain creative, right? Right brain creative. So somebody that is left brain, they will be they'll be more inclined to do some technical stuff. But when you're working with what you have, you just move forward with it. And what you don't know, you go to YouTube University and figure it out, or you find a podcast like this that's dropping these nuggets on you, right? And as you continue to grow, you say, man, I'm now walking. Somebody just told me that the other day about walking in your power, right? Actually, it was my coach. And said, walking in your power. And I said, wow, I get that. It's so much better when you're walking in your power, right? Start seeking higher education, right? If we're saying, and I like the positive side of things. So when we say stop doing what poor people do, that wasn't really like that don't really turn me on. What turns me on is start doing. So start seeking a higher education in your personal development and in your money. And people may make you feel like, oh, that's all it's about is your money and money and money. Money is a defense and a shield, and you need it in order to be more and do more of who you are, being able to serve more people, being able to tackle a cause, being able to grow and build your legacy, being able to enjoy your family, right? That's a huge one. Seeking higher education on your personal, professional development and your money. Fear. Woo, let's stop the break. Hold on. I need a little bit more dashing through the snow on that one. A little bit more on that one, right? Fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway. If it's something, now feeling the fear about something means that you're a little nervous, but not having peace with something is something totally different, right? You want to make sure that you have peace with something before make sure you decipher the difference, right? That if you don't have peace with it, then that's your intuition, your internal guiding system telling you that you shouldn't do that, right? Your feeling the fear about something is every time you go up to talk or speak in front of people or present some information or put a presentation together. Any of those things can cause you fear. Or investing. Ooh, I had a large fear about that because there is a risk. No risk, no reward when you're talking about investing, right? So, but feel the fear, do it anyway. Take a chance. Maybe you do a little bit at a time. Maybe you invest, whatever you can tolerate or whatever your finances can tolerate. Maybe you do $100 and let that grow. Maybe you do 250, let that grow a little bit. Or maybe you say, hey, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. I'm going to dive in with both barrels, both feet, and that's fine too. Whatever your tolerance level is, okay? Association. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to talk about the association, and then I was going to put it on to the end, but no. We're going to talk about association right now. Association, your 5 closest associates, right? If you look at who they are, see, they have a great influence and impact on your life. So you want to make sure that you are hand picking, cherry picking the people that are in your circle because you want to make sure the closest people that are in your ear every day that they have a positive message, that they really have your best interest at heart, and that they know some things that you don't know, you know some things that they don't know, and you are both willing to share it and not hold back, right? So that's what you want. That's how you want your circle, because as you continue to evolve and grow, that's what's going to help you reach those levels in your finances. Like I said, you got to have like the bamboo tree. Your finances is like the root system, right? It's got to be grounded and it's got to be deep and rooted, right? So when that system is rooted and deep and stable, then you can just grow and grow and grow from there. And you are growing and shining and growing and shining. It's like a tree planted by the river. It shall not be moved, right? Man, I tell you, I'm excited about this today. 9 to 5 is the next one. So 9 to 5. Don't get stuck thinking this is a good one, y'all. And then if you wait till the end, I'm going to help you with going to the next video, which is going to talk about your associations, and it's going to help you in that area. You don't want to miss that. So 9 to 5, getting stuck in a 9 to 5, meaning that a 9 to 5 can finance your business. Lisa Nichols talked about saving for her dream. $35,000 she had saved in a relatively short amount of time because she just kept sending money to the bank, automatically sending money to the bank, funding my dream, not spending it, right? not impulsively spending it, not spending it on a credit card. And look at her story now, right? She kept going and kept going and kept going. Just like I talked about that $5 pot, you put them $5 in there, it keeps growing, it keeps growing, it keeps growing. And before you know it, that 9 to 5 has financed your dream. Another asset class, meaning your business, right? Your LLC or your S Corp, right? Funding that business for you. So all of the things you might sometimes feel like, kind of stuck right here, but you're not. That 9 to 5 is a blessing. I tell you, I did it backwards. I jumped off the bridge without a net. And my goodness, has that ride or that road up and down that roller coaster, it has been a journey. But I tell you what, it's been a journey and it's been my journey and my story, but you don't have to do that. If you're in a 9 to 5, start tucking away a little money, start creating an asset that's going to give you systematic cash flow. Learn the systems of that business, right? Learn how the business works. What are the standard operating procedures? What are, how do the departments run? So while you're there, you're actually going to Business University 101, right? And that's going to help you to fund your dream. But first of all, rewind. We have to first of all get it in our mind and then get it on paper in our journals, right? What it is that you really want. What is your desire? And when you find that out and you start mapping it out, because again, you have to have a plan. If I'm trying to go to California or my intentions is to go to Florida or to go to Dubai or to go to Trinidad and Tobago, wherever it is that I want to go, I need a roadmap to get there because right here, I don't know how to get there. Guess what? But it's no shame that I don't know how to get there. The shame is me not executing and figuring out the plan to get there, right? Alrighty then. Don't forget to listen, learn, and leverage this information. Don't forget, subscribe. Hit that red subscribe bell. Have some other folks come on over. There's a little bell in the corner too. The bell will let you know when we're posting another video. I'm going to put in at the end the video that is talking about associations. You don't want to miss that. You really want to understand how your associations make a big difference in your in getting where you want to go. Alrighty, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Y'all stay fearless. Bye for now.